Very, very, very interesting, important question for you right now. What are you optimizing your life for? What is the thing that your life is being optimized for? Is it following through with what your parents wanted? Are you optimizing your life for money? Are you optimizing your life for security, for comfort? Are you optimizing your life for fun, good days? Are you optimizing your life for creative output? Is it very specific? Are you optimizing your life to be a pro at a certain specific thing? Welcome in, much love, Trav here. Something to think about, something I haven't heard a lot of people talk about, something I've been thinking about and I've been working on. And we'll just give you a quick example from my own life. Right now, I've been alternating between taking 3 months in Hawaii, where I'm optimizing for having good individual days. That's the optimization. I want to work hard, and I want to exercise, and I want to have fun, and I want to be around fun people. And each day should be an individual story and chapter and be maximized and be the most fun thing ever. That's not necessarily a sustainable thing though, because I find that when I'm optimizing for fun, I'm not necessarily very productive, or I'm not necessarily producing in the way that I want. So on the other hand, when I'm spending 3 months out here going to in Seattle and now going to Europe and going through Spain and going through France, what I'm optimizing is creative production and optimizing for being a pro Magic player. And on the other hand, as I'm doing this, my individual days aren't as good. They're not necessarily as fulfilling. They're not necessarily as fun. It's not necessarily as fun, the people, right? But I'm producing much more, and I'm creating much more, and I'm working towards maintaining this life as a traveling pro player, right? So that's an example for me. It's very strategic. The intention of Hawaii was to maximize, well, I mean, for one, I do enjoy the charitable aspect of fighting the food fight, the activist aspect, but that's really about optimizing individual days, and that feels good. It's fulfilling. That's part of the optimal days. Feel like I'm fighting the most important fight, right? But on the other hand, right, at the end of the time, I also want to look back and say that I optimized for writing books, and I optimized for traveling and so on. As I'm doing this, I'm not optimizing for money necessarily, and some of you will be. I'm not necessarily, I do want to be in good shape and health, but that's not the number one thing that I'm optimizing for. And in my lifetime, there's times when I'm going to do that, but that's not necessarily what I'm picking. So what I'm inviting you to do right now is to, one, think about how you've been optimizing your life right now, and two, to think about how you would like to optimize your life in the future. I'm not saying that it's bad to optimize in a certain way, but it should be something that you choose, that you're aware of, that you want, that's what you want, right? If you're optimizing for money, that can be fine at times, because if you have more money, you have more options. The problem is if you're optimizing for money at the sacrifice of life and it's not leading anywhere, and you've been optimizing money for a long time, and you don't know what you're going to. There comes a time where you need to make a switch, right? I like to tell the story of Tommy, who was optimizing for money, but then dropped it all to come to the farm to optimize for fun, right? And that's fine. Not everyone should do that. It's not necessarily the most productive choice, right? It could be that you're optimizing for family, and that's great, but you should also be aware of that and make sure that's your intentional choice. It could be that you're optimizing for hedonism, drugs. That's probably not great, and you should know about that. You should take a hard look at it. So, question for you, and you can leave this in the comments or start to leave it in the comments, is what have you been optimizing for? be specific. And you know, again, me, I've been optimizing for fun, individual days, and I've been optimizing for creative output. I've been optimizing for traveling, magic, lifestyle, right? Very, very specific. And then the second part for you is, what do you want to optimize for? If you could change it or a different stage in your life. I like what I'm doing personally for right now. Later, I'm not optimized for family at all. Later on, I'd like to be able to make that shift, but I don't necessarily have to right now. But that's something for me to be aware of, to have a plan of shifting. So what do you want to change it to later on? What would you like to optimize for? Okay? And then that will just give you some more awareness of your current life, which is good, and some more awareness of a plan of the future of what you're going to change and so on. So hope you find that useful. Look forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments as far as what you're doing with the life. It'd be an interesting thing to see. So appreciate you, much love, and speak soon.